the guys that are saying they're going to split money but not sharing the wealth, either cut it out or don't say nothing about the money, bro. Or ma'am. Money destroys everything. What up, YouTube? Low Jockey here. Taking a 30-minute break. Look at the skies, they're nice and blue. I am in beautiful Kentucky. I'm down south again. Check out my reefer. She's great. Anyway, taking a 30-minute break, and it's not too often that you can find a Walmart that's within walking distance of a truck stop. So that's always good. Got my wallet, got my key. So basically we're going to Walmart. And while I'm on the way, I had some stuff I want to get out of my mind. There's a lot of people out there looking at Hirschbach videos, just like I did before I came over. And I have been here for not even a week, a matter of days. And I'm gonna get this off my chest before we even get too deep into what's going on. So a lot of guys making videos talking about coming over to Hirschbach. And the only issue I got is they say, you know, if you use them as a referral, a reference, they'll break bread with you. Now I did that with this guy. He sounded real genuine on the video. And I talked to him a couple times. And it took me a while to finally make my mind up and get over to Hirschbach, but I did. Now, after I took a couple of loads, made a couple of trips, I basically, don't want to get run over, I basically asked the guy, look, what's up with the breaking the bread? Never got an answer. No, you know, I left my phone number just in case. Nothing. He didn't respond with a text, anything. So I was frustrated for a second. I'm still a little bit irritated, or I wouldn't be making a video. But I'm basically frustrated, or irritated, not frustrated. Believe me, my plan was to come to Hirschbach anyway. I just had to put my time in. That's another discussion. But getting back to the point. Some of these guys, they'll say, hey, I'm not a recruiter, I'm just a driver. They're more than just a driver. They're basically paid spokesperson for the company. So basically, when you see a YouTube video about Hirschbach and they tell you to come over, just think of it as a commercial. The guys are getting paid. And maybe, you know, I've heard a guy say he'll split his money in half with you, but the problem is when you refer somebody, Hirschbach doesn't give you the money up front. You know, they give it to you in installments. Maybe it depends on how long the person stays at Hirschbach. So that's fair, you know. I would rather you say, hey, just call me in for 30 days. I'll help you with any problems you may have as far as driving. You know, that way you don't have to worry about a money issue. Because then when you got people just doing things for money, that's a whole different ball game. You know, when you go to the doctor, do you know the doctors have certain medicines that if they can push you to buy them, you know, they get bonuses on that. No different from these guys. Maybe they'll bend the truth a little bit to get you so interested in Hirschbach that you lose your mind. I'm crossing the street with no crosswalk. This is no good. So basically, all I'm saying is this. Think of it as a commercial. Don't think of it as this guy did you wrong or whatever. Or just keep your expectations kind of low. But like I said, I was trying to get to Hirschbach. Gotta run here. I was trying to get to Hirschbach any dang way. But I just don't like the way it went down. So if you're like me and you're watching Hirschbach videos, and you want to come to Hirschbach, and the guy tells you they'll split the money with you, take it with a grain of salt. You're gonna get paid anyway. When you finish orientation, they dropping $1,000 on you. Ain't like you're coming away penniless. So that grand, I'm about to go spend some of it right now. But that grand right there came in handy. $1,000, $500 when you finish orientation. As soon as you pick up your first load, another $500. And they don't play no games. They load it up. It's on a card, so you'll get that. Now there was a guy, I'm gonna put his name out there because he's the reason why I even came to Hirschbach. He goes by the name of Caravan D. And he said something which I'll try to splice in this video.
And let me tell you, those companies seen guys come and go. So don't be scared. Don't do nothing. Don't be like, oh, kind of hesitant that you don't want to come over there because you don't want your company to feel bad. Let me tell you, them guys come and go, and they know why. They know why.
He said, it's not quotes word for word, but he said, if you're on the fence and you're thinking about switching to Hirschbach, and don't feel bad if you got to leave your company. Don't feel like you're being disloyal to them. He pretty much said the best way to do it is just to leave. And that's what I did. So I want to thank Caravan D. Give me the inspiration to leave. I didn't do it the wrong way. Kind of worked out for me, actually. It just so happened that I had a load going back to the yard, and I saw that was my opportunity. So I dropped the load on the yard, and I cleaned their truck out. Fortunately for me, I lived about an hour and a half away from the terminal. Got my wife to pick me up. So I used to work at PTL, if you don't know. Got a couple of videos. And they didn't do me wrong either. I left, they didn't have a problem with it. I turned in my keys, I turned in my fuel cards, I turned in the truck. You know, so everybody wins. They didn't have to recover a truck. I don't get nothing negative on my DAC report. Plus, they got a whole bunch of new trucks in anyway. That truck was old, they're about to trade it in. So it kind of worked out for me. So again, you see these videos for Hirschbach. Hey, you gonna see me making some? I see Jay Rich, she switched to Hirschbach. I was watching her. I watch her, she's fun to watch. Caravan D. Now, there's one guy who makes a whole bunch of Hirschbach videos that tells you to come over. That's not the guy who did me wrong, so don't even think it. It's another guy, I'm not gonna mention his name. But if you want to find out about Hirschbach, go to the website, watch the videos. You don't want to deal with one of those guys? Hell, go to the website, call 800 whatever. They got recruiters waiting to talk to you. You know what I mean? So, the guys that are saying they're going to split money but not sharing the wealth, either cut it out or don't say nothing about the money, bro. Or ma'am. Money destroys everything. But as far as getting that money, oh, we get money over here. I ain't even been here a week. They running me like a damn drive van driver. I drive reefer. So the money is real. But anyway, I got a hole burning in my pocket from that $1,000 they gave me. I really need to go into Walmart, get some food. So that's all I want to say. Remember, the guy that you see on the video is getting paid spokesman. He's not doing it out of the goodness of his heart, but I ain't gonna stop the hustle. So I ain't hating on them. They're just using that money. I don't care if they use the money. Just don't lie to a person. Tell them you ain't gonna give them nothing. Just give them information and everything's good. Anyway, look at that sun. It's beautiful. Later.